Hey everybody, and welcome to AvidMax Tying Tuesdays. Today we're going to do a simple Caddis Pupa. We're going to tie it today on a Firehole outdoor hook. This is the 315. I'm doing a size 16 today. And then we're going to put a glass bead on there, the small tires glass bead in silver lined color. Our thread we're using is the Vivis 12/0 in black. And then for the main body of the fly will be a hare's ear dubbing with a thorax using the ice dub Caddis green. All right, so we're just going to come in. I'm going to start my thread right behind the bead and just do some locking wraps working back. Today I'm using the double-armed bobbin from Tiemco. It's a great bobbin. You may have heard us talk about it in the past. It's with the Vivis thread, sometimes you'll get a little bit of a squeak out of it, but we found that if you lubricate the arms just a little bit with some chapstick or something like that, that completely goes away, and then it's a great bobbin to use, really smooth. Just a lot of fun to tie with. So I'm going to work my thread all the way back, and then we're just going to dub in a dubbing noodle here using some of that hare's ear dubbing. This pattern, you can tie it in a few different colors, and it's so easy to tie that you can whip them out pretty fast. If you're a new tyer, it's a good place to start. Tie up a fly that you know is going to work well. So I've got some picky fibers here, but we're going to make those work for me. There we are. And we'll work our way on forward. So just covering up all that thread that we got, creating a nice thick taper for a Caddis Pupa. Caddis are going to be a little bit thicker than your midge pupas, so you can get away with extra dubbing, thicker dubbing noodles. Makes it a little bit easier to kind of build your profile versus having to keep a real thin profile. That hair just does not want to agree with me. We'll just get it out of there. There we are. So just dub on up, building that taper like I said. This is a great fly to fish deep in the water. I like to fish it as my point fly a lot of times, but you can switch it up just depending on what kind of rigging style you like. If you do a 2-fly rig, or if you're fishing just 1 fly, it's a fly that you can do that with. It'll still work well for you. So the wax that I'm using here today is the low-tack Swax from Loon. It's a great product. It helps manage this hare's ear that's got a bunch of different types of fibers in it. You see those guard hairs are kind of messing with me, but the wax really helps to manage it and keep a nice tight dubbing loop. So a great product to make things easy. All right, so once you're happy with the profile that you have kind of built up there, you want to go up to a position where you're going to start your thorax off the abdomen. So the abdomen I'm doing, 2/3, maybe a little bit past that on this fly. And then I'm going to come in and use this ice dub. So I think the main illusion of this is not just a Caddis Pupa, but also a freeform Caddis Pupa, but also for the case caddis, because you get that excellent transition in material that creates some good separation, as if the caddis is emerging out of the casing that they have, with rocks and all sticks and all that kind of stuff built on it. So hare's ear does a great job of imitating that without having to go too realistic. So just going to do a quick thorax here, kind of a hot spot for this fly, but kind of imitating that green caddis variation that you'll see. I'll do just a little bit more here. To where I'm happy with the shape and the transition. just like so. And then right behind the bead, I'm going to add just another transition point. I'm going to create just a bunch of thread wraps here. Turn this guy up a little bit. As a collar on this fly, because you'll have the green. So, and there's that sound from the bobbin. So I'm going to take my chapstick here and just put a little bit on it. See if we can get that to go away. There we go, all lubed up. No more sound. So just work on that collar, kind of make that transition from the bead to the caddis green dubbing. And then we'll whip finish it on out. There you are, there's a finished, flip out my thread. Just a finished, simple caddis pupa. Great for case caddis. Very fishy. Very effective fly.